They're back! They're actually back! Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to another Doctor Who news video. Today we've got a whole lot of topics to discuss, but obviously the headline, everyone's talking about it, Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill playing the 13th Doctor and Yasmin Khan are coming back to record some more Doctor Who, but more on that later. First, I'm going to run you through the headlines of the past week or so worth of Doctor Who news. Because I'm not going to lie, there's been quite a lot of announcements which I haven't actually been able to keep track of on this channel, so yeah, you're getting the headlines. First up, for those of you who didn't know, Doctor Who will officially be appearing at San Diego Comic-Con 2024. Now, this isn't like last year where it was just a small stall with some merchandise. Although you will be able to buy merchandise, you'll actually be able to buy the 15th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver toy, which I think is retailing for around £40, which is kind of expensive. But it's supposedly like a collector's edition or whatever, but yeah, point being, you can buy 15th Doctor's Sonic Screwdriver at this Comic-Con, but it's not just that, because we also have Ncuti Gatwa, the man himself, the 15th Doctor, Millie Gibson, Ruby Sunday, and Russell T Davies, all there to do an actual panel, where they're going to be discussing all things Season 1 plus more. Maybe this means the announcement of a spin-off is on the way. There's also been murmurings of a possible Star Trek crossover with Doctor Who, which would probably please a lot of you out there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've never watched Star Trek properly. Maybe you have to, like, revoke my nerd card for that, but yeah. Maybe, I don't know, would you want me to react to Star Trek on the channel or something? But, point being, Russell T Davies and the showrunner of Star Trek, I don't know his name, but both of them are also doing a panel together at Comic-Con, and Doctor Who put out this little thing on Instagram, like Star Trek and Doctor Who. Russell also mentioned in The Writer's Tale years ago that he wants Doctor Who to have a Star Trek crossover, and I mean, even in Space Babies, episode 1 of season 1, the 15th Doctor says to Ruby, "One day I should take you to meet the Star Trek people," as if they're actual in-universe people, so who knows? It's probably nothing and just a fun little panel, fun little crossover for Comic-Con, but who knows? Just going to quickly pause the video here. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and turning on the notification bell. It really helps me out a lot, and it allows me to keep YouTube as my part-time job. Thank you very much. Oh, and feel free to become a member of the channel if you want more exclusive content. Here's another big headline, which a lot of you will probably be excited for. The 8th Doctor returns. In live action, technically. It's not a TV series. But Paul McGann will be celebrating 25 years of Big Finish Doctor Who audio dramas with the live recording. So in front of an audience, you can actually book tickets to go and watch them perform it live. Record the story, The Stuff of Legend, which has Paul McGann and India Fisher in, and I presume the Daleks, judging by the promo material. So I'm assuming that means Nick Briggs as well. So that's just a fun little event which you can book to go to on Saturday the 14th of September 2024. There's 2 showings, 2:30 and 7:30 PM, so go and get tickets for that. It's somewhere at an event venue in London. Exciting times. Moving swiftly on to home media releases, we have The Doctor and Ruby's Adventures, all of Season 1. I mean, it's kind of not news, we knew this was on the horizon, but we've got the official cover art, as you can see there. But yeah, Season 1 is releasing in a special 7-disc release on DVD, Blu-ray, and limited edition steelbook. Now, I've already put in my pre-order for the steelbook because, yeah, that's my new thing. New Who, I'm going to start collecting all the steelbooks for. I do not have the funding to be going back and getting, like, the OG Doctor Who steelbooks, but the new Who, I've got the 60th steelbooks, so I'll pick up Season 1. But yeah, this is releasing in August, so only next month. It's on the horizon. We've also got some novels, some books. Well, I don't know whether it's a novel, but Step Into the Mind of the Best Ship in the Universe. TARDIS is out now in hardback and audiobook. There's also What Does a Year Look Like to a Time Lord? Experience time from the Doctor's perspective when Doctor Who, the Time Travelling Almanac, releases in October. So yeah, the hardback edition of this book is coming out in October. If you want more details on those home media releases, go and check them out yourself. All of the information can be found on the official Doctor Who page. Our final media release, as I said, there's so much news, like Doctor Who's pumping stuff out now, big brand franchisee stuff. But did somebody say rice pudding? Because bring home Sylvester McCoy's second season as the 7th Doctor when Doctor Who The Collection Season 25 releases in October. I believe that means Sylvester McCoy's 7th Doctor is now the first Doctor of the classic era to get all of their seasons in the collection set, so that's pretty cool, pretty exciting. Sadly, this one didn't come with a really cool teaser trailer thing where they get a classic companion back like all of the other ones used to. I think they've put those to rest now, but it did have a funky little trailer with updated VFX and stuff, so yeah, go and check that out. They're back! Start believing! The 13th Doctor and Yasmin Khan are returning in 2025 for a new series of audio adventures with Big Finish. Now, I think this is incredibly exciting news, because the 13th Doctor and Yaz, I'd argue, didn't get enough time to properly have their characters developed. Well, maybe time's the wrong word. The episodes didn't push their character development enough, in my opinion. I thought they were a really nice pairing, and in episodes like the Halloween Apocalypse, I could really see their dynamics sort of starting to grow, and then in Legend of the Sea Devils, I absolutely adore that scene on the beach at the end, where they sort of confess feelings for each other, and it's all a bit of an emotional scene and all of that on the beach, so hopefully they can explore more of the Doctor and Yaz's dynamics and chemistry, and what leads to Yaz sort of falling in love with the Doctor, I guess you'd say. But let's read this article because there's some quotes from Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill within. There's 12-hour-long full cast audio dramas. That's a longer season than they actually had when they were in Doctor Who, which is kind of mad. But yeah, 12-hour-long full cast audio dramas set to be released in July 2025. So these won't come out until like a year from now. But Jodie Whittaker said, "I am over the moon to be joining Big Finish for more adventures in the TARDIS. Recording the 13th Doctor and Yaz is a really lovely thing to revisit. One of the things Mandip and I used to love on Doctor Who was getting in, doing a new episode, and meeting a brand new cast. I just can't wait to step back into the boots, pull on the coat, and get cracking. One thing's for sure, it's going to be brilliant." I know as well, a lot of people say, I can't lie, I haven't actually listened to much Big Finish. I listened to Spare Parts not ages ago and absolutely loved it. I just don't really have the time or money to invest in Big Finish, but it's one thing I'm pretty sure I'll eventually properly get round to like consuming. But a lot of people say that Colin Baker, like his Doctor was kind of underserved in the show, but in Big Finish, he becomes one of the best. So hopefully it's a similar thing with the 13th Doctor, where she's, going to be boosted up people's Doctor rankings because of how good she is in the Big Finish seasons. Anyway, Mandip Gill added that Doctor Who has been a huge part of my career and personal life, and I'm looking forward to seeing how I can further enrich my character through this exhilarating series. To be able to work with Jodie again is a dream come true. We have such a special friendship, and I'm sure the recordings will be filled with laughter. I mean, definitely will be filled with laughter. That was one of the things that I thought was very, very evident from the Whittaker era, was just how much fun the fam had on set. Like, they always seemed to be laughing, joking about. And from what I've heard, they were all absolutely lovely. So yeah, I'm excited for them. I think it's quite cool as well that the whole Whittaker era really is getting a lot of stuff going on in Big Finish. You've got the Sacha Darwin Master series coming out. You've got the Jo Martin Ruth Doctor series. I always call her the Ruth Doctor. I got picked up on this the other day. She's called the Fugitive Doctor. I don't know why, my mind is always just... I call her the Ruth Doctor because she was called Ruth in Fugitive of the Jadoon. But yeah, that was a side tangent. Jo Martin's back, Sacha Darwin's back, not necessarily in the 13th Doctor audio dramas, but they're back doing their own thing, their own seasons. So fingers crossed all of them can reunite, because I'm not going to lie, a multi-Doctor story between Jo Martin, Jodie Whittaker facing Sacha's Master with Yaz there as well, like that would be peak. But that's all for today's Doctor Who news. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please do remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You know the drill. It really helps me out a lot, and it allows me to keep making YouTube my part-time job. I say part-time, I guess it's kind of full-time at the moment. So any support you can do really helps me out. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye!